a new secret to keeping your orchids beautiful and vibrant all year round. Today, I'll reveal a very simple yet incredibly effective natural fertilizer formula. It will help your orchids bloom beautifully all year round. At this time, the orchid consumes a lot of energy to nourish its buds and flowers. Many blossoms continue to open, and new buds are constantly emerging. If not cared for properly, the plant can easily weaken, lose buds, rot leaves, and damage the roots. Before fertilizing, it's essential to treat the plant. Any rotten leaves must be removed and taken out of the growing area to prevent infection. Then, inspect the entire root system. Any damaged, crushed, or rotten roots must be immediately cut off. Next, we will proceed with the direct care and maintenance of the orchids in the garden that are currently bearing beautiful flowers. The first step is to remove all damaged leaves, preventing them from further depleting nutrients or causing disease. Next, we carefully inspect the root system. Any roots that are damaged, crushed, rotten, or no longer able to absorb nutrients must be cut off with scissors. This pruning helps the plant concentrate its energy on nourishing the remaining healthy roots, thus improving flower development. For damaged leaves, completely remove them from the stem, leaving no part behind. Then continue to cut off any remaining damaged roots. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you as a companion on this journey. At this stage, if not addressed promptly, the plant will quickly wither, weaken, the flowers will be less durable, and the buds will easily fall off. Following these steps correctly and completely will help the orchid maintain its beautiful blooms and minimize plant deterioration throughout the flowering period. Before proceeding with any care or fertilization steps, we need to water the growing medium and root system first to moisten it. This watering is not to overwater the plant, but to awaken the root and stem cells, helping the roots transition from a dormant state to an active one. Once the roots are activated, their ability to absorb nutrients will improve, reducing fertilizer shock and preventing root burn. Besides English, we now have voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on the settings gear icon to select the appropriate audio language. This is a fundamental but crucial step. Doing it correctly from the start will determine the effectiveness of the entire orchid care process afterward. We will soak it for about 15 minutes. Next, we'll use bananas as fertilizer for orchids. The special thing about banana peels lies in their texture, the part that's usually discarded but is rich in potassium, phosphorus, and B and C vitamins. These are all important nutrients that help orchids thrive, maintain vibrant flower colors, and prevent plant decline during the flowering period. Next, we cut the banana peel into small pieces. Cutting it into small pieces helps break down the original structure of the peel, allowing the nutrients to be extracted more quickly and thoroughly. Next, prepare a clean container. Then put all the chopped banana peels into the container. Next, we add about 500 milliliters of boiling water. The hot water will help break down the banana peel structure quickly, releasing the nutrients into the water, thereby creating a mineral-rich solution. Next, we add rice to the solution. Rice contains B vitamins and many trace minerals, which help support stronger root activity and stabilize orchid growth during the flowering stage. Using 3 tablespoons of rice is sufficient. Do not add too much to avoid excess nutrients, clouding the solution, and reducing the plant's absorption efficiency. We stir the mixture well, then cover it tightly with a lid and wrap it in a cloth. We will let it ferment for 1 day. Fermentation helps maintain a stable temperature, creating conditions for the banana and rice mixture to gently ferment. Next, after about 15 minutes, we remove the orchid. At this point, observing the water in the growing medium is crucial. The water must be clear and clean, indicating that the roots have been properly moistened and activated, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients more effectively in subsequent care steps. Conversely, if the water is cloudy, it indicates a problem with the growing medium or roots. In that case, care and fertilization will be less effective, the plant will weaken, and the flowers will have difficulty maintaining their beauty and longevity. With proper handling, the orchid will maintain its beautiful flowers, and then we can continue with the normal care process to nourish the flowers and minimize plant weakening. After 24 hours of incubation, the nutrient solution from banana peels and rice has undergone mild fermentation, and the nutrients are more dissolved and stable. At this point, we stir it again, then filter out all the sediment, keeping only the clear liquid for use. Next, prepare a clean container and filter out all the sediment, leaving only the clear solution. This filtering step is crucial, as it helps the solution penetrate the roots easily, preventing clogging of the growing medium, thus allowing the orchid to absorb nutrients more effectively and safely. Once filtered, stir again to ensure even distribution of nutrients, ready for use in orchid care for maximum effectiveness. Next, we add about 500 milliliters of clean water to dilute the solution. This dilution reduces the concentration of nutrients, preventing shock to the plant, allowing the orchid roots to absorb them slowly, safely, and effectively during the care period. Next, we use a clean cotton swab soaked in the solution to gently wipe the entire surface of the orchid leaves. This helps remove dust and grime and allows for better aeration. Wiping the upper surface removes dust and helps the leaves absorb light better. Wiping the underside of the leaves, which has more stomata, requires careful wiping to ensure proper ventilation, allowing the plant to breathe and transpire effectively. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's wonderful that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. After wiping the leaves, return the plant to its suitable care area. As a result, the orchid leaves are cleaner, the plant is healthier, its resistance is significantly improved, and its growth and development are more stable and sustainable. The mild probiotic solution will inhibit harmful mold and bacteria while retaining and supporting beneficial microorganisms on the leaf surface. We continue wiping the leaves of all the orchids in the garden. When the leaves are clean, photosynthesis improves significantly, allowing the plant to generate more energy and become healthier and more stable. What kind of orchids are you growing? Please leave a comment below so I can create a detailed, personalized orchid care guide tailored to the specific characteristics and needs of that orchid variety. The dirt, mold, and plaque that have accumulated on the leaf surface are completely removed during the wiping process. After treating and changing the solution in the container, we proceed with a light spray to complete the care step, helping the orchid absorb nutrients evenly and maintain good growth. The cotton pad is quite dirty, so wiping it twice a week will help keep the leaves clean and green. Next, prepare a clean spray bottle, pour the filtered nutrient solution into it, and spray evenly onto the orchid leaves. When spraying, you need to spray both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves. Spraying the upper surface helps clean and keep the leaves shiny, increasing the efficiency of photosynthesis. In particular, the underside of the leaves has many stomata. Spraying correctly on this area will help the plant absorb nutrients better, supporting healthy leaves, long-lasting flowers, and stable growth. When spraying, only spray the leaves, never the flowers. Spraying only the leaves helps the plant absorb nutrients effectively, preventing the flowers from developing spots, discoloration, or wilting prematurely. When orchids absorb nutrients well, they will be healthy, retain their beauty for longer, and minimize the risk of plant deterioration during care. Do not spray directly onto the flowers, only spray onto the leaves. Spraying in this way will help keep the leaves clean and airy, thereby significantly improving photosynthesis, resulting in healthier orchids and more stable growth. We should spray nutrients twice a week to help the plants absorb them. On other days, every 3 days, when the growing medium is dry, spray with clean filtered water. Spray in the early morning or late afternoon, prioritizing the underside of the leaves and roots. Use a fine mist sprayer. During care, observe the plant's reaction to adjust the dosage accordingly. Next, we water the orchid, ensuring the water evenly penetrates the entire growing medium. This not only helps wash away mold and impurities in the growing medium, but also cleans the root environment, creating favorable conditions for the orchid roots to absorb nutrients more effectively. Afterward, soak the pot for about 20 minutes to allow the roots sufficient time to fully absorb water and nutrients. When the roots are fully energized from below, the orchid will show noticeable growth and develop vigorously. This method helps stabilize root function, minimizes water shock, and increases the effectiveness of flower development and maintains the plant's health during the care period. Next, we water all the orchid pots in the garden simultaneously, ensuring the water penetrates evenly into the growing medium. After watering, soak the pots for 20 minutes to allow the roots sufficient time to absorb water, stabilize their function, and absorb nutrients effectively. This soak-in time helps the roots function fully, resulting in healthier orchids and reducing the risk of water shortage or root shock during care. After about 20 minutes, once the orchid has finished absorbing water and nutrients, we begin a crucial but often overlooked step, drying the plant with a soft, clean cotton towel. Absolutely do not use a hard towel or rough cloth at this stage, as it can scratch the leaf surface, creating conditions for fungal diseases to invade. We carefully wipe away all remaining water on the plant, focusing especially on the leaf tips and leaf axils. These are enclosed areas where water cannot easily drain. Prolonged dampness can easily lead to mold, bacteria, and rot, causing the plant to weaken quickly, especially orchids that are flowering or preparing to bud. Timely drying will cut off the favorable environment for disease development, making the plant safer after each care. This step is not simply about drying, It also helps regulate the moisture level. The leaf and stem tissues retain only the necessary moisture, avoiding excess water. When excess water is removed, the cellular system becomes more stable. The plant avoids moisture shock, and localized waterlogging is prevented. When orchids are properly cleaned, the leaves become airy and shiny. The stomata function effectively, and photosynthesis occurs more vigorously. The plant generates more energy to nourish healthy roots, thick leaves, and long-lasting flowers. This is the foundation for stable growth, reduced disease, and longer-lasting blooms throughout the care process. In short, wiping the tips and leaf axils dry after each watering or soaking is a small step but has significant value, directly affecting the health of the orchid and the beauty and longevity of its flowers. After 20 minutes, remove the orchid from the soaking pot and place it in a well-ventilated area with good diffused light. This environment helps the plant dry quickly, stabilizes the roots, and allows it to begin normal growth and development. When orchids are cared for properly using this method, they will be noticeably healthier, the flowers will last longer and retain their color, and bud drop and plant deterioration will be reduced. Maintaining a care cycle of about every 2 weeks is suitable. Overuse is not recommended. With this method, the orchid not only retains its beautiful blooming flowers but also continues to nourish the old flower stalks, helping the flowers develop steadily and achieve high aesthetic value throughout the display period. After a week of applying the full care routine, the orchid garden showed a very noticeable and stable change. The flowers began to bloom simultaneously. The colors became richer and deeper. The petals were fuller, thicker, and had a natural sheen, clearly showing the plant's vigorous growth. In the light morning mist, the flowers stood out even more, their colors clearer and fresher. Most importantly, the flowers' longevity was significant. With this care method, orchids can last from 2 to 3 months without wilting quickly, dropping buds, or fading. This is because the plant is nourished from root to stem to leaf. The root system is functioning well. The leaves photosynthesize strongly, providing enough energy to continuously nourish the flowers. This is the core value of proper orchid care. Healthy plants naturally produce long-lasting, beautiful, and valuable flowers, especially during the extended flowering period. What do you think about this orchid propagation method? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day.